They laughed when she entered the interview room. No fancy suit, no glowing references, just a young black woman in a thrift store blouse, shoulders squared with quiet confidence. To them, she was nobody. But to the man who mopped their floors, her father, she was a genius who had spent her childhood solving corporate puzzles on scrap paper while waiting for him to finish late-night shifts. They dismissed her within minutes. But by morning, when their multi-billion-dollar company faced its greatest crisis, she would return, not for a second interview, but with the solution to save them all. Zuri Wallace had never worn expensive shoes, but she'd walked hallways most couldn't enter. As a child, she often waited in the break room of Harmon and Crane Financial, while her father, Leon Wallace, cleaned offices late into the night. Instead of wasting time, Zuri would quietly sneak into empty conference rooms, scribbling her fake business plans on whiteboards. Her father noticed and encouraged her. "Learn from the ground up, baby. No one sees more than the one who scrubs the corners." Zuri never forgot those words. Years later, after earning top honors in business analytics from a state university, she applied for an entry-level strategy position at Harmon and Crane. She didn't mention her father worked there. She wanted to be seen for who she was, not whose daughter she was. Wait a second, and tell us where you're watching from in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. On interview day, Zuri entered the boardroom with her portfolio, clutched tightly. She was met with cold glances from a panel of 4, led by Chad Harmon, the firm's Legaco founder's son. "We've had a lot of impressive candidates," Chad said flatly, already checking his phone. "Let's keep this brief." Zuri shared her experiences leading a college initiative that helped save local businesses thousands in overhead costs during the pandemic. But Chad interrupted, chuckling, "That's cute, but we're looking for candidates with real-world experience." Another executive, Linda Crane, added with a tight smile, "And with your background, we're just not sure you'd be a cultural fit." They ended the interview in under 10 minutes. Crushed, Zuri walked out without saying a word. Her father met her at the curb, excitement in his eyes. She forced a smile. "It went fine, Da." That very night, the firm's internal systems were hacked. A devastating ransomware attack exposed sensitive client data, threatening lawsuits, stock collapse, and permanent reputation damage. Panic spread through the executive floor. Chad and Linda scrambled, IT consultants failed, and the CEO, Diane Mercer, considered calling in federal help. Meanwhile, Leon continued mopping unnoticed. Nearby, listening quietly, "My daughter wrote a thesis on data crisis containment," he finally said, almost hesitantly. "She might be able to help." At first, Diane laughed, but as hours passed and nothing improved, desperation made her ask for Zuri's number. By sunrise, Zuri stood again inside the glass boardroom, only this time everyone was silent as she plugged in her flash drive. Zuri calmly explained how the breach matched patterns from her thesis, and she had designed a 3-phase protocol for this type of cyber attack. Step by step, she walked them through a customized recovery plan with data re-encryption, client firewall redistribution, and AI anomaly scanning to plug holes. They listened this time. Every word. "I didn't dress differently. I didn't speak louder. But something in the room had changed." They finally heard her. Her plan was implemented within 48 hours, and it worked. Not only did it neutralize the attack, but it also helped the firm track the source and recover 80% of the compromised data. The following week, Zuri Wallace was offered the position of Director of Risk Innovation with a 6-figure salary and full decision-making power. Chad and Linda were removed from hiring responsibilities pending an internal audit for discriminatory practices. At her welcome ceremony, Diane Mercer stood beside Leon Wallace. She said, "Talent doesn't always come wrapped in the packages we'd expect. Sometimes brilliance walks in wearing humility, and we fail to see it." Zuri walked into her first executive meeting with her father at her side. The janitor whose floor she used to nap on was now watching her command a room of people who once laughed at her. Sometimes the ones we overlook are the very ones who can save us. If you enjoyed this story and thought it was provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.